Hello, welcome to Lady Talk Tarot. Alright, so this is the Taurus Lilith video. I'm gonna push this out while I got the chance to. Alright, so first and foremost, oh yeah, I'm gonna mesh these Lilith traits in this aspect Taurus with the Venus traits, you know, in the men and women as well as I did before in the Aries video, which I might actually redo because I wasn't able to get as detailed as I wanted to in that video regarding, you know, certain specifics. But anyway. So with the Taurus Lilith, I will say that when it comes to this sign, especially in this North Node, one of the major traumas is like materialism, just period, okay, or finances, especially because they do rule stability, you know, being a provider, things of that nature. So this is usually, you know, somebody that has this aspect in that area, and somebody that comes from a home where, you know, either it was all about money, all about finances, you know, which kind of turns into like a lack of affection type thing, or it was the complete opposite where, you know, they just have a completely horrible, you know, relationship with money. All right, so that could be a big thing that they definitely have to get over, like a balance. They have to find the balance. Okay. Also, they're very possessive, which is it's kind of odd because you would think that Aries would be, you know, the most possessive sign out of the zodiac, but in my opinion, it would be more so this Taurus. But they do it in a less bold way. Okay, their possessiveness is very covert in a sense. Like this is the type of sign that would be, you know, doing something else with a whole nother person, but then be worried and consider like really pressed about what someone else is doing because they feel in a sense that they have the right to own you. And this kind of sense, well, kind of stems from insecurity. I'm not going to say insecurity. They can be a bit insecure as with anybody, but I think more so it's because Taurus is actually a codependent sign as much as they are independent. Okay. So they kind of like project that energy onto other people because in order for them to feel loved, because possession again is, you know, a love language to them. Even the female Taurus, you know, they usually like to feel possessed in some way, you know, or owned by their person because, you know, to them that's how you show love and affection because they're also, you know, by nature very nurturing and protective energy. Okay, so that's just one of the ways they show that they care. So yeah, okay, so in that sense, when it comes to like fetishes and whatnot, because they do rule like the throat and the mouth area, they really like fellatio, all that type of shit. Also, these are the particular type of people that like bondage, okay, because of this possessive thing that they have energy with them. They like ropes, handcuffs, shit like that. Let's see. What else? All right. Also, they're usually great cooks. One of their love languages is also food. I know personally, I have a Venus Taurus in my draconic chart, and yeah, I really love like cookies, cakes, pies, anything that is like a pastry. I'm gonna just go hard at it. Like I really battle with something like that. Like it be to the point where I have to really buy like extra packs of cookies and shit. It's no good. All right, so yeah, in a sense, they do have kind of like an addictory, um, you know, type nature, or they can overindulge just because they just like they rule the five senses. So like everything that they do that they really like, they just have to overdo it, which sometimes could also lead to like you know, other addictions that could be unhealthy that are used as coping mechanisms if they are in lower vibration. But yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about evolved ones. All right, so yeah. Also, because they are stubborn, they can be known to hold a grudge or whatever, because they are the bull. Just period. They are very hard headed. Um, let's see. Oh, also they do kind of have high expectations. They are ruled by Venus, so as far as them, like they not only like nice things, but they like things to look nice. So they're very big on like interior design, fashion. But you know, even though they are into fashion, they're not really trenders. Like they don't really follow trends and shit like that. This is the type of sign that if they'll find a particular store or shop that they're fond of and just keep shopping there and be cool until otherwise. Like, which also indicates that they're not very adaptable. They're not receptive to change that much unless, of course, it's their idea. Just period. Like, unless it's their idea, they're just like, no, I'm good. Like, they're like, nah. Yeah. So let's see. Um, Also, due to them being kind of like a dramatic sign, no, I'm not going to say dramatic because they're pretty laid back. I'm just going to say sensual, okay? Especially when it comes to ambiance and stuff like that. They're really into like setting the mood. So this is the type of individual that likes lighting, little just small shit, knickknack sculptures and shit like that just laying around. And role play as well, okay? They do like to dress up and stuff like that when it comes to being intimate. Alright, let me see what else I can brief over. Okay, due to them being a little, I really don't want to say materialistic, but they can be a little materialistic sometimes. They do tend to be a little shallow when it comes to the love department. This is masculine or feminine energy sometimes, because I'm not going to say they like to brag, but they do like to show off their partners. And like I said, they like nice things. So they want their partner or their spouse to compliment them. Okay, so they usually do have a set type. All right, which again can make them come off as quite asshole-ish or shallow. Because they see their spouse, as a trophy, as anyone should, but sometimes, of course, they can go OD. Let's see. Also, I will say, just to add, the feminine energies are more patient, and I'm going to say friendly than the masculine energies. Masculine Tauruses are usually mean. It takes them a very long time to fall in love with you. Although both, sexes are very loyal sometimes to a fault, depending on the situation. But, yeah. They are very, very slow to like fuck with you and shit like that. They can actually be quite mean sometimes. But yeah, besides that, oh yeah, I do want to say, Taurus, especially like, of course, depending on the other traits, Taurus men hate fake shit, fake situations, like just authentic shit. Like they just hate it. Like I don't know what it is, but they just like they hate that shit. Like, alright. Yeah, also, I will say another thing, just one more thing to touch on about this sign. This is the type of sign because they can hold grudges and they're just selfish in general, or they can be on the flip side. They do withhold sex for people as a form of manipulation sometimes, or as a tactic. So this is the type of individual, like if they're committed or in a relationship, they'll really like not fuck with you sexually simply because they're trying to be petty, which that would then start turning into their sister sign, which is Scorpio, which we'll get to later, okay? Because yeah, Taurus can be a very petty sign. But besides that, hopefully you guys got something to take from that. Got something to take. You can tell I'm tired, but anyways, thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.